talking to me from a position of certainty when you don't know how the fuck could you, donkey in the comments, possibly be certain about this? Like that was my point. That's where I was going. And then I let everybody answer. And I was like, okay, if you answered A or C, you're a fucking idiot. Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to a very special episode of the I Didn't Read Your Book podcast. You may notice this looks a little bit different. Don't worry. The interview will be exactly as you expected. But we are doing something special today. We are speaking with another YouTube content creator. So his channel is Jesse on Fire. Definitely go subscribe. He also has Jesse on Everything.
I mean, like, what would you respect less in a person than them being so easy to manipulate? That's to me, like I was saying about Anthony Smith, the reason why we get along so well is because he's a skeptical, intelligent person who also he's not like, were you watching my live stream yesterday when I did the thing about the poll, when I did the poll? So I did a poll yesterday about the Masvidal and Colby thing. So for anybody who doesn't know the mixed martial arts space very well, there's two guys who were formerly best friends who, supposedly now, 22 months later are the absolute worst enemies that there have ever been in the history of the world. And they subsequently also just benefited from selling this beef in the media and promoting each other's careers. And they both were on the Trump campaign, and fucking give me a break, dude. So the broad, consensus among the community is that this beef is totally real, right? And I personally do not buy it. I just don't buy it because I've been on the other side of the camera. Like I said, my ability to read people has always been bulletproof, and I am watching them and I'm like, I don't buy it, dude. Like I think they're best friends. I think this whole thing is a work. And I think that the reason that they're doing this thing this week is because of, I guess there's no reason to even not say it anymore. Like, the fucking story about Chael is out, dude. Like, if you haven't read about it, have you read about it now? You read it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
does that sound like a story that you might do anything to fucking cover up if you had the ability to do it? Okay. Yeah. And then Colby and Masvidal, the thing happens the fucking night before that story breaks. And then now every day a new thing breaks to keep it top of the news cycle, where it's like, oh, now he's getting arrested. Now Colby is, his health is declining. Now we got this thing. Now every day to make sure that it's in the top. Again,
that's a good point.
Someone was like, you have to bet your daughter's life on it, real or fake, instantly fake. Like, fucking in a millisecond. I wouldn't even think twice. Now I might be wrong. Like, it doesn't mean I'm right for sure, but I'm saying that's how confident I am. Is like that I'm right. Like, I think it's fake.
Everybody's just like, oh yeah, you were faking, bro. Just admit you were wrong. I
commented every single time back. I was like, I didn't say I was faking. I said I was baiting the conversation because everybody was so bent out of shape. It was hilarious. I'm like, the point that I was making was, if I know for sure, I already said I would never say anything on the channel I didn't mean. And my point was, if I already know that there's like thousands of people who are going to comment if I say this thing, then yeah, I'm baiting them into talking. Like, I'm talking about it, I'm baiting them into commenting more. That was my point. Not I'm fucking in that situation. I had information, still have information that everyone else does not have. And so, and I can't explain it to them. Can't explain it. Enormous context, fucking enormous context. And so at a certain point, I have to just be like, okay, even if I explain this to them, most of these donkey fucking retards wouldn't understand anyway. But like, I can't regardless. So and I was trying to think, I'm like, okay, in what universe would there even be a semblance of reality thinking that this was still not real if I didn't know this about what was going on? And there's none. So it's like, so I just need to stop talking about it. Like, I just need to stop talking about it. But the baiting thing, I was saying I was baiting them into.
So sorry to interrupt your podcast experience. I just want to remind you, if you're enjoying what you're watching, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And if you really love it, there's some support links in the description. I would love if you could help out the channel. And back to the show.
Commenting because it jukes the algorithm. If you get people arguing, then it jukes the algorithm. Right now,
there we go.
George Masvidal charged with a felony. I still think it's fake. Yes, 100%.
So anybody who says that Jesse on Fire is a crazy guy who just will say anything for views, clear that up a little bit.
I've never wavered even a little bit on this. And like I said, here, and this was the point that I was going to make. I say, I think it's fake. Like, do you understand how much different that is than like the only thing that sets me off, the only thing are people going, admit you're wrong. And I'm like, because what they're saying is, I know for sure that it's the other way. And I'm like, you don't know shit, you fucking donkey moron. Okay. Like you don't. And the only reason that makes me like, if someone says, dude, it's starting to look bleak for you, bud. Like this would probably be the most elaborate thing of all time. Like, come on, you know, like if they say like Anthony Smith, you know, he's like, dude, he's like, you're fucking crazy. You're trying to tell me you think that these guys are blah, 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 blah. Like that's very different than talking to me from a position of certainty when you don't know how the fuck could you donkey in the comments possibly be certain about this? Like that. And that was my point. That's where I was going is like the poll that I did. I said the Colby and Masvidal beef is A, I know for 100% sure it's real. B, I think it's probably real. C, I think it's probably fake. Or D, 1,000% it's fake. And then I let everybody answer. And I was like, okay, if you answered A or C, you're a fucking idiot. Okay. That's what I realized afterwards is like, I don't care if people think it's real.
Right. I think the second poll is a much more,
that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Because I realized that's what was pissing me off so much is like people screaming, admit you're wrong. And I'm like, admit I'm wrong. I said, I don't think it's real. Like there's nothing to be wrong or right about. Like if it ends up being real, I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Like that's, I'm not making a definitive statement. And people who can't understand the difference are fucking retarded. Like literally like fucking retarded. That's the kind of shit I can't fucking stand, dude. It's like, if you can't understand the difference between those two things, you're not smart enough to fucking talk to me about this, you know? And like, that's another reason I had to just shut it off. Cause I was like, A, they don't have the information that I do. B, these are not smart people, clearly. Like, just admit you're wrong. That means you're tied up in this for like a fucking weird reason. What the fuck do you care?
Yeah.
What do you care about me admitting that I'm wrong? Like, and that's what I kept saying. I'm like, I don't fucking know you, dude. Like, you and me are not arguing. You're a fucking donkey in my comment section. I don't fucking know you.